or what is the actual use of that particular static keyword. Okay, so let us start with this static keyword. Basically, we can define the class members using static. Okay, using the static keyword. So suppose we have to declare one particular class member. So what is in by class member? Yes, what is in by class member, guys? What is in by class member? Variables.
The variables
Variables.
declared in the class.
Variable declaration. Okay, so what are the variables which we are using inside that particular program? So suppose we have to make that particular variable is of static type. So in that case, we are using that particular static keyword to that particular variable at the time of declaration. Okay, so this is the first point. Second one, when we declare a member of a class as a static, it means no matter how many objects of the class are created, there is only one copy of the static member. Okay, so once we have created that particular variable is of static type, so no matter how many objects you are going to create for that particular class, so that particular static variable is created only once, and that particular copy is shared by all the objects or all the objects of that particular class. Okay, so a static member is shared by all the objects of that class. And last one, all static data is initialized to 0 when the first object is created if no other initialization is present. Okay, so I will just share you this particular blank screen. I will just write here what is the syntax or how you are going to represent that particular static variable. So for that particular purpose, okay, this is the syntax to represent the statics variable. Yes, what is that? First of all, we require the static keyword. Yes, after that we are using the inbuilt data type. Next, name of that particular identifier or the name. So this is the syntax in which we are using to represent that particular variable is of static type. So for example, yes, so how you are going to represent that variable with respect to static? Yes, so static, integer and count. So now this particular count variable is of static type, and whatever be the variable which we are using, just like this one. So okay, I will just mark here. Okay, this particular variable and this particular variable. Yes, what is the difference between this and this? Oh, yes, first one, static integer count. This particular variable is called as static variable and is also called as class level variable. Okay, next one. Then integer a. What is meant by integer a? Yes, guys, what is meant by integer a?
A is a normal variable of
Normal
integer
variable,
data
or
type.
we call it as a local variable. Am I right? Yes, local variable.
Yes.
Okay, so or normal variable, whatever be that. So first one is the static variable, and second one is the local variable. And suppose, as per our discussion with respect to static, yes, suppose I will just write down uh, one example. Suppose this is class A, and inside that class A, I will just write down one static variable as count, and second one is normal variable integer A, and I'm done with this code. And suppose I will write the main function, and inside that main function I will just create the object of that particular class. Small, okay, small a1, second one is the small a2. I'm done with this one. Okay. Now tell me, as per the definition with respect to static variable, what it says, static variable is created only once. So whatever be the objects created for that particular class, so only single copy is created for that particular static variable. So suppose, assume that initially when first object is created, what is the value of this static variable is initialized to 0. Assume that, and inside this class A, we are going to increment that particular count value. So suppose, assume that after first iteration, now count is 1, and with the help of second object, A is equal to A2, we want to access that particular static variable. Now in that case, uh, whatever be the objects created for that particular class, static variable is nothing but a single copy for that particular class. So whenever you are going to create the new object of that particular class, that particular object is going to access the newest value for that particular static variable. So with the help of that A2 object, we are going to access this value count is equal to 1, because this is nothing but the latest value for that particular static variable. Okay, and suppose with respect to normal local variable, okay, just try to clear that the difference between normal local variable and static variable. Suppose we will create the object of first a1, sorry, a class is the a1, and with the help of that a1 we will call that local variable. So in that case, suppose we will just write or initialize that particular variable just like a1 dot a, and here in this case I will just write the value as 10 and a2 dot a, in mark that as 20. So what will happen? So with respect to this local variable, both these values are separate because the local variable is accessed with the help of two different objects. So that particular member variable is shared by as different objects. So it will store different values for different objects. But with respect to static variable, he is going to store only the latest value, even though number of objects are created. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the static variable and the local variable. At least just clear झालं? Yes, what is meant by static variable and local variable? Okay, one more, I will just give one more example. Okay, real time example. Suppose we have created one website. Okay, just assume that uh, the name of that website is www dot, okay, demo.com, and suppose I have given this URL to our class, and one by one, uh, from roll number 1 to roll number 60, all are going to visit this particular website, and I have to find out the count, last count. So in that case, if suppose I am using the local variable integer a to find out the number of visitors, in that case what will happen? So assume that number of students are nothing but number of objects. So every time, suppose we are using the local variable, and suppose as per the new customer or new student is going to log in or visiting that particular website, so as per the local variable, what will happen? New value is created or new value is initialized. Yes, with respect to that counter. Suppose instead of that, if suppose I'm using that particular counter is nothing but static type, so what will happen? So even though n number of students are going to be visit to that particular website, by default that particular counter or that particular counter is going to hold the latest value. Suppose assume that after 10 student or first 10 student visited that particular website, so counter value is 10, and if suppose 11th student is going to visit that particular website, now counter is going to again increment. So in that case we are using that static value or static variable. So all these students are going to share that particular common value, but that particular variable is going to access that latest value. So this is the actual use of static variable. Okay, so I will just show you one more example, so we'll get the better idea. Okay, is this visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just tell me. Okay, now execute this code. I will show you the actual demonstration, but before that, Yes. What are the different data members as well as member functions are available inside that class box? Yes. Just tell me. And what is the output with respect to main function? Yes. One by one. Just tell me. Okay. Inside this class box. Okay. Look at this part. Inside this class box, just look at the bottom part. Inside that, we have been considered the three different private variables. First one is the length, second one is the breadth, and third one is the height. Yes, is this visible to everyone? This code, I'm talking about this one. Yes, inside the
sir.
class box, we have just considered the three different local variables. Okay, so these are called as which variables? Local variables. Okay, these are nothing but local variables. Now look at the public access specifier or public part of that particular class. So inside that public, here they have considered one static variable. Yes, what is that? Static integer object count. Okay, just they have just declared that particular variable is of static type. Now check. Yes, what is this? What is this part? What is this function?
Constructor.
Constructor. Which constructor?
Parameterized.
Parameterized constructor. And this particular constructor is going to accept three different values. By default, three different values. Okay, with their default values. So first one, length is 2, breadth is 2, again height is 2. So inside that, whatever the values accepted by that constructor when object is created, all these values are directly assigned to these local variables, length, breadth, and height. And one more variable or one more operation they have done inside this construction is that object count plus plus. What is that? Yes, object count plus plus means what? What will happen here?
Increment by 1.
Just increment this static variable by 1. Okay, now just till time, just consider that we are going to increment that static variable. Okay, so this is nothing but our constructor. Next, double volume. What is this? Yes, double volume. What is this? Normal member function. Okay, and this particular function is going to perform the, or he's going to identify the volume of that particular box with the help of formula length into breadth into height. Okay, so this one is related with class. Now look at this part. This particular line is used to initialize that particular static variable, and that particular static variable is initialized with the help of class name. So first one, integer, is nothing but the data type. Next one, next variable is nothing but box, and box is nothing but the name of that particular class. And directly with the help of scope resolution operator, we are directly going to access that static variable, but outside of the class. So static variables are directly accessed inside the class as well as outside the class. But if we want to access that particular static variable outside of the class, then we are using that class name and scope resolution operator. So the scope of that static variable is not limited with respect to class, but also that particular static variable or the scope of that particular static variable is available with respect to whole program. Okay, so next one, object count is equal to 0. So here in this case, they have initialized that particular static variable. So this line is nothing but initialization. Okay, initialization of static variable. Initialization of static variable. Now inside the main, guys, then now reply. What will happen with respect to first line? Yes, box and box B1. What is this?
Function call.
What will happen with respect to this line? Directly function calling. Guys, box is nothing but the class name, and box B1 is nothing but the object of that class, and we are directly passing three different parameters. Means here we are directly
Constructor is called
constructor. Okay, so with respect to this, just tell me what is the output. Okay, I will write here output, and
multiplication.
I will show you the actual implementation of this code. Output, yes. When this particular object is created with the help of 3 different parameters, so compiler directly move towards this particular line. Am I right? Compiler directly jump towards this particular point, constructor. Yes, clear? Now what will happen? Double L. So now what will the value of L is 3.3. Clear? What is the value of B is 1.2, and what is the value of H is 1.5. So as per the parameters, all these values are directly initialized with respect to this parameter. So what is the output? So now constructor is called, and inside that constructor they have used one cout statement. So it will print this particular line. So it will print first line is guys reply.
Constructor called.
Constructor called.
Constructor called. Okay, clear up to this? Yes, guys, clear? Constructor called. Now,
Yes, sir.
okay, now what will the value of this length? Yes, what is the value of this length?
3.3.
3.3.
Okay, I will just write down here. Now we are talking about which object? We are talking about box 1. Am I right? Guys, we are talking about box 1. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with respect to box 1, what is the
Length
value
equal
of
to 3.3.
Length is
length is
3.3.
3.3. Okay, guys, good. Next one, breadth.
1.2.
1.2.
Breadth is 1.2. Okay. Now
Height
height.
is 1.5.
Height is 1.5 because all these values are directly called when object is created or directly passed. Next, what will happen after this? Where are the all values?
Increment.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, next one, object count plus plus. Okay, when we have compiled this particular program, what is the value of object count?
0.
Object count is 0. Okay, just so for our purpose, I will write here object count. What is the, okay, before execution, what is the value of object count is 0 because that particular object count variable is initialized to 0. Next, when you are going to execute this compiler, object count plus plus. Now, what is the next value for this object count?
1.
1, because he is going to consider the previous value which is available with respect to that object count. Clear? So in that case, he is going to consider the previous value which is available with respect to static member. Okay, so we have done with this first constructor. Next, now compiler directly move towards second one. We have not called that volume function. Now call this second function or create the object of second. Means create the object of that particular box as a box 2 and pass all these values. So again, what will happen with respect to this? Yes, what will happen? Again, this particular constructor is get called and he will display the same message. Which one? Again,
Constructor called.
Constructor called.
Constructor is called. After that, constructor
Length
is called.
becomes 8.
Again, next.
Length becomes 8.5, breadth 6.0, and
Okay.
height 2.0.
Yes. But these are the values rated with which object? Box 2.
Box 2.
Okay, so now length is become length is
8.5.
8.5. Breadth
6.0.
breadth is 6.0. Now
Height
third one
is
is height.
2.0.
Height is 3.0. Okay. And what will happen with respect to this object count? Yes, object count.
Increment.
What is the previous
Increment
value of
by
that
one.
object count? Yes, what is the previous value? Is 1.
1.
Now, once that particular again constructor is called, that particular object count is going to consider the previous value of that or latest value of that static variable, and the latest value of that static variable is 1. Okay, because we have already incremented by 1. Now, what will happen? Once that object count is again incremented by 1, Now the value of object count is
2.
2. Okay, clear? But now look at this difference, guys. What will happen with respect to this box 1 and box 2? What will happen when we are creating the first object box B1? In that case, length, breadth and height are nothing but 3.3, 1.2 and 1.5. And again, when we are created the another object box B2, so in that case again length is your 8.5, breadth is 6.0 and height is 3.0. Means for each and every object, just for each and every object, all the data members and data functions directly created. Okay, so for each and every object, all the data members and all the member functions directly created. But with respect to static function, sorry, with respect to static data variable, what will happen here in this case? Only one copy is created with respect to static variable. Clear? And your object is going to access the latest value of that static variable. Okay, so with respect to box B1, he is going to consider the latest value as 0. Next, with respect to box B2, he is going to consider the latest value as a 1, and he will increment the value as a 3. Okay, so what will happen? Suppose I will just write down one more object, or I will create one more object as a box B3, and I will share again 3 different variables parameters constructor. So what will happen again? Again, third object
count 3.
again 3 different local variables are created with the help of values 1, 2, 3. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And but what with respect to this static variable? So static variable, again this particular box B3 or this particular object is going to share the previous or latest value, and what will be the previous value is 2. So he is going to increment that 2 by 1. So now what will the value of that object count is 3.
3.
Yes, now the latest value is 3. So in this manner static variable works. Clear? Got it? Okay. Now what is the last output? Cout total objects. Total objects, this will print. And he will directly call that static variable. And to call that static variable, look at this last line. How we are going to access that static variable? Yes, we have used here object to call that static variable or to access that static variable. No, that particular static variable is directly accessed with the help of class name. So box is nothing but the class name, and with the help of scope resolution operator, we directly access that static variable. So it will return which value?
3.
Okay, here in this case 3, because we have created
3.
one more object. Clear? So this is the output with respect to this program. Okay, I will share this screen, guys, directly, because we have done lots of changes here. Okay, if you need. Okay, so now look at this. So this is the output with respect to that particular program. Constructor is called, constructor called, and total objects 2, because we have created only 2 objects. Okay, so just for your purpose, I will execute this code. Is this visible, editor? Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell me what is that program? Yes, what are the different lines using namespace? Guys, hurry up.
Using namespace standard std class.
Okay. Then just create the class as a box, and inside that first one, private.
Public.
Private.
then private double as
double length equal
okay
to L.
length. Second one is the breadth, and third one is the height. Okay, we have declared three different variables of local type. Next one, now create the constructor. And this constructor is going to accept three different values. Double, first is the length, next is the breadth, next is the height. Now okay, we will display that particular message. Constructor is called. Now guys, just initialize all these local variables. Length is L, next one breadth as B, and height as H. And one more, we are using
object
count plus.
plus.
So for that particular purpose, directly first of all we will initialize that variable integer box. Yes, integer box. How you are going to initialize that static variable?
Object count is equal to 0.
Object count
equal to 0.
Before that
Is equal.
I think we have to initialize that variable. Am I right? Before that we have to initialize that variable. Okay, so we will initialize inside the public scope. What is the syntax? Is the static, then the
Integer.
data type of that variable is the integer, and the name
Object count.
Object count. This is nothing but initialization. Okay, we have done with this part. Now okay, so no need to create the volume method because we have not called that method. If required we will call. Okay, so I will call that method void is the volume. So we will directly display that. So see out. So how you are going to calculate that
length into breadth?
Volume is
Length
into
breadth.
Just display that message, whatever you want. Volume is, because it will display in proper format. So length, then breadth into height. Guys, till time just inside the chat window, just give the attendance. Okay, I will complete this remaining code. Integer main. What will happen inside the integer main? What is the code? Yes, integer main. Guys, integer main. Inside the integer main,
box B1.
creating the objects.
We have to call that particular constructor.
Box.
So for that particular purpose,
box B1.
we will create the object as the first box B1, and we will directly pass three different values 1, 2, 3
parameter.
Okay, second one again we will create the another object. Next one 4, 5, and 6, and semicolon. Now, okay, return as 0. Just look at, check the execution whether it will display the output or not. Yeah, look at the output. Constructor is called. All right, is this visible right hand side?
Yes.
Means what will what happen here in this case? Constructor is called means what? Both the objects are created and they are directly going to call this particular constructor, parameters constructor. Up to this we have done with this. Clear? Now yes, display that static variable.
Object count.
Objects created. again, yes, guys, static variable is
Object count.
check the how many objects are created, because inside the constructor just try to increment that static variable, so directly it will count or it will increment as per the object is created, because when constructor is called, when object is created, so directly we will get the how many objects are created or total number of objects are created for that particular class. So directly, so how we are going to call that particular static variable? Yes, what is the syntax? The syntax is that directly with the help of class name
Class
and
name.
scope resolution operator,
Scope resolution
operator.
directly we are going to call
Object
that
count.
object count, and we will display. So I will execute this code. Yes, it will display as a 2. Is this visible? Object created 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
and
sir.
now suppose we have to display volume. Now how you are going to call that particular method? Member function.
Name of the object
Name of
dot
the
Box
volume.
1 dot
Box
box 1 dot volume.
1 dot volume.
1 dot volume.
Volume. So create that, call that object, and with the help of second
Box
object
2
again,
dot
Box 2 dot volume.
box 2.
volume. So it will accept both the variables, both the parameters variables, and display the volume. Yes, 6 and 120. I'm not use here /n, so that's why all are in single line. Okay. Okay, up to this clear, everyone? Now, suppose we will create one more object of this class. Okay, I will just copy this code and I will paste here, and I will write here box 3 and box 4, and I will change all the values 40, 50 and 60. And display volume as a 3 and 4. Now what will happen? Yes, what is the output? Last one.
Object created 4.
4 different objects are created, guys. So I will execute this code. Yes, guys, objects are created 4. So this is the actual use of static variable. Yes, everyone clear with respect to the static variable? What is the actual use of static variable?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
guys, everyone. I want reply from everyone. Yes, clear?